Earthquakes are the results of fractures that propagate along a surface that we call fault. And this is an example of a fault surface. So the rupture during an earthquake propagates along this interface at a speed of about 1 to 3 kilometers per second. And once the rock can slide one next to the other, the slip velocity is about 1 meter per second on average. Now, we know very little about earthquake physics because earthquakes are produced at depth in their crust. So 2, 5, 10 kilometer depth for crustal typical earthquakes. And because of this, we want to use some machines like this one, that is called the ROSA, rotary shear apparatus, to reproduce the quite extreme deformation conditions that occur on a fault during an earthquake. What is really important to understand in earthquake mechanics in general, also for seismic hazard, is why we have many small earthquakes and some become bigger and bigger. That means why some faults rupture for 100, 200 meters, producing a magnitude 2, magnitude 3 earthquake, and other ruptures, less commonly, of course, become bigger and bigger. The fault ruptures for tens, hundreds, thousands of square kilometers to produce a magnitude 6, 7 earthquake. This has to do probably to the frictional evolution of the rocks along the fault. So what happens here on the fault surface? And to study this, we exploited, as I told you, this rotary machine. And we did an international collaboration with Canadian scientists, like the first author of this study, Christy Rowe, and colleagues from Britain, from London, UCL, and also from Italy, including us from Padua. The experiments discussed in this study were produced with this machine here in Padua. And what we studied was the frictional property of a very common rock in the earth crust, which is pretty white and is made of quartz. For instance, granitoid rocks like this one, they have for about 30% quartz. So we want to understand what is the frictional behavior of this material when it's stressed, like during an earthquake. So when it's sheared up to 1 meter per second under some relevant stresses or loadings. And what we found by shearing these rocks in this rotary machine here is that the slip surface becomes covered by very small particles that we call nanoparticles, because they are about 1 to 10 or 50 nanometers in diameter. Well, these particular powders have a very peculiar behavior. In fact, they are able to slide these very tiny particles very easily one next to the other. We call this process grain boundary sliding. And at that point, the frictional strength of this material is extremely low. So faults are lubricated by these ultrafine particles made of quartz and other similar materials. So this might explain this fault lubrication process, why some faults can, if there is enough elastic strain energy in the wall rocks that pushes the rupture, this kind of lubrication can explain why the rupture can propagate more and more and producing larger earthquakes, especially in the continental crust.